Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Diego, and this video is the basic documents, the mandatory documents, and how to adjust status when you arrive in the United States of America. When you get married, you have to get married within 90 days as indicated on the Form I-94. You must get married within those 90 days. And you don't have to apply for the green card within those 90 days, but it is highly recommended. Don't go beyond 6 months, okay? So you're going to make a cover sheet, and on the cover sheet you're going to identify the contents of your green card adjustment of status paperwork. You must include USCIS form for I-485. You must include USCIS form I-864 and USCIS form 693 with a vaccination recertification. It's mandatory you redo your medical exam in the United States by a civil surgeon authorized by the U.S. State Department. No, you cannot use your private healthcare provider to conduct this medical exam. You must also include the Border Patrol Immigration Checkpoint Form I-94. This is the form that says you legally entered the United States and had a face-to-face interview with a Border Patrol officer. Okay? The I-94 has to be included in the adjustment of status paperwork. You're going to make out a check to the U.S. Department of Homeland Security for the price of the green card and the biometrics. If you want to include a work permit in your application, you must include the price of the work permit. Remember, the check is made out to the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Do not use your credit card. Do not use your credit card to pay for your green card application or your K-1 visa application. You will get a certified copy of your marriage certificate. You will get certified copies of any divorce decrees, death decrees, annulments, etc. to prove that you are legally free and able to get married when you did. Don't forget the certified copy of the marriage certificate. Okay, you're going to include the sponsor's last tax return, W-2, 1099s, and tax transcript in this green card application. The biographic page in color of your passport, Ms. Beneficiary, Mr. Beneficiary, and a copy of your sponsor's U.S. passport biographic page in color. And you're going to make these pictures blown up nice and big so immigration can read them and see the information contained on them. If you are a naturalized American citizen, Mr. Sponsor, you will include a copy of your naturalization certificate. Don't forget, you got to put a certified translated copy of the beneficiary's birth certificate. Karina, my wife, is from Venezuela. We got her birth certificate, translated it into English by a group, the company called the Spanish Group. Great company. They don't pay me to say that, but I recommend them. You're going to include a copy of the military. If you're military, Mr. Sponsor, you got your beneficiary a military ID, sponsor spouse ID. Include a copy of that in your green card application. You're going to want to put your name on the title to your sponsor's car, motorcycle, RV, etc. You want to show joint ownership of any vehicles in the household. You want to put your name on the house deed or the lease apartment. If you're renting an apartment, you want to get on the deed or the lease agreement to the apartment. If you are not, if the landlord won't put you on the lease agreement, in some states it's hard to do without a green card, then you get the property manager to write a letter on letterhead explaining that you are living together under the same roof to show cohabitation. If you have any college degrees, Miss Beneficiary, Mr. Beneficiary, get the college transcripts put into an American equivalency and include those in your green card application. College degrees, certificates, or whatever education you have, include those documents in your green card application. You need to show joint responsibility of utility bills. So you want to get your name on the water bill, the trash bill, the electric bill, the phone bill, the gas bill, whatever bills you have and whatever bills you can possibly get your name onto, put your name onto it to show joint responsibility of utility bills. If you take a vacation together, in the United States. You can travel within the United States with your passport and your I-94 while you're waiting for your green card application. Or if you want to take a vacation before you apply for your green card, you can do that. You can travel within the United States. Keep the boarding passes, take photos with family and friends, etc. on your mini vacation. Another thing you want to include in your green card application is miscellaneous mail that's sent to your house with your beneficiary's name on it. And I recommend you get join like Sam's Club, joint ownership at Sam's Club or BJ's Wholesale Club. Get a library card, and most importantly, you want to get your Social Security number from the Social Security Administration. You can do that with your I-94 and your marriage certificate and your passport, and get on joint bank accounts. You got to show joint bank accounts on the onset right there after you get married. Make sure you include photos of your relationship when you first started dating each other through the relationship up to the wedding. You want to show wedding pictures and honeymoon pictures, and you want to identify who the people are in the pictures, on the date the pictures were taken, and where the pictures were taken. Remember, immigration isn't really concerned about selfies. They want to see pictures with family and friends. That's what they want to see. Also include USCIS Form G1145, which will give immigration an opportunity to send you a text message in your cell phone with your receipt number once they open up your green card application. And also, I would include in there at least 4 passport photos showing, with your name written on the back of each photo in pencil. This will be for your work permit and for your green card when it comes to you. Remember, you must include your work permit, if you want to get a work permit, with your green card application. You do not send them separately. You do not mail your work permit separately from your green card application. You mail them together via a courier like UPS, FedEx, or DHL, and you include the work permit with the green card application. If you have any children that you brought to the United States as a derivative under the K-2, you will file a separate green card application for each child. So if you brought 2 children to the United States, you are going to be filing 3 green card applications. One for you, Miss Beneficiary, Mr. Beneficiary, and one for each child, and you will be required to pay a green card or visa fee, whatever you want to call it. You will be required to pay 3 separate fees for 3 separate green card applications. Okay, very important. You don't file one green card application and hope that your child gets his or her green card under you. It doesn't work that way. You must file a separate green card application for your K-2 child. When you file for the green card, you got to show you guys married within 90 days. You've got to show a bona fide relationship. You've got to show commingling of funds. You've got to show that you are living together, cohabitating together, and I recommend you file for the green card about 50 to 60 days after you get married, which will give you enough time to get a Social Security number, to get on joint bank accounts, and to start collecting utility bills showing proof of cohabitation. So to go over the mandatory forms real quick, the 485 is the adjustment of status paperwork that's filled out by the beneficiary. The sponsor can help you. The 864 is the affidavit of support that is filled out and signed by the sponsor, and the 693 and the medical vaccination recertification is signed by the civil surgeon, which was a mandatory requirement. You got to repeat the medical exam and include it in your green card application. Thanks for watching the video, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, Karina, my wife from Venezuela, and we went through this exact same process like you're going through. We know it's difficult, we know it's time consuming, we know it's expensive, but you can do it if you're dedicated, and you are dedicated. You don't need an immigration attorney to do this process, and I'm not an immigration attorney. I haven't given you any legal advice, and I don't work for USCIS, but I've got 10 years experience processing green cards, K-1 visas, spousal visas, etc. It's easy to do. I do a live stream with Karina on Wednesdays and Saturdays at 6 p.m. Central Time. Hope to see you at the live stream, and then occasionally I'll do a surprise live stream during the week and answer your questions there. Hang in there, you can do this, and we will see you at the live stream. And as an afterthought, you can put all your documents in document protectors. Go to Office Depot or Walmart or somewhere, buy you a binder, put all these documents in document protectors to keep them safe, and use a courier service to mail this application. FedEx, UPS, DHL. Don't use the postal service. You got to be able to track your green card once you mail it. If you include Form G1145, you will know when immigration has opened up your green card package and has started to process it. You will then get a letter very soon after with a scheduled biometrics exam. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. It's easy. Thanks for watching.